the selected one. The world will see your elevation and glory. You have won everything. There comes a point when light breaks through the clouds. Years of quiet, anguish, uncertainty, and loneliness are abruptly replaced with brilliance, admiration, and prosperity. That time is now. That moment is yours. The selected one. This is your rise. Not just an ascension, but an emergence so dazzling and distinct that the whole world will know you. They'll be astounded by your transformation. You are no longer hidden in the shadow of your battle. You are heading onto a stage designed by the universe for your glory. And in this chapter, you won everything. Everything your heart could wish. Everything your soul desired in isolation. You are not seeing this by coincidence. You've been brought here with a mission. This message has vibrations of truth, power, and destiny. Wait until the very end, because your soul will recognize what your brain has been searching for. As you do, send your best wishes. And the numbers? 777 in the comments. This is more than just an act. This is a signal, a declaration that your time has come and that the universe is working in your favor. Because when desires are driven by conviction, they begin to shape reality. And now, your world is beginning to glow with marvels. Choose one like this video. If you have not already done so, please subscribe to the channel. Let me begin. When destiny awakens, something powerful happens that will continue for years, if not lifetimes. It sleeps within, prodding you with nightmares, mocking you with messages, and sometimes testing you with misery. But when it fully wakes and gazes into your soul, everything changes. Your energy shifts, and your ideas get more intense. Your presence gets stronger, and you begin to think that you are not just here to survive. You are here to govern. You felt as if something had happened to you. The calling, the inner knowing that you were meant for something greater than life. Nonetheless, brilliance often seemed beyond our reach. It's like seeing a fantastic film behind glass, unable to touch it. But the glass is already cracking. The illusions are being shattered. The veil is lifting. The galaxy no longer hides what belongs to you. It delivers. It shows. It rewards. Because you persisted while others gave up. You did not split apart when the weight grew unbearable. You held on. You kept going. You continued to faith in the unseen. When the visible stated that you were done, that is why you've been chosen. Neither your perfection nor your comfort matter, but your tenacity, your courage to continue trekking through a battlefield while thinking it was a playground. Your tenacity to continue preaching life even while all around you seemed to be death. That bravery has now been rewarded. The whole world is watching. They did not witness what you went through. They did not witness the evenings when you cried alone, wondering whether your prayers would ever be answered. They disregarded the quiet that reacted to your scream for help. But now they will see the consequence. They'll see the glitter in your eyes, the fire in your step, and the dignity in your spirit. Because the public will notice your glow-up. Your ascension is not meant to be quiet. You were designed to ascend in front of the same eyes that had previously passed you by. And the rise, it's not only about money, success, or fame. It goes deeper than that. It's all about pleasure, alignment, divine purpose. It's about entering a room and experiencing the surroundings change as your energy evolves. It is about inviting blessings rather than pursuing them. You are the gift right now. You're a miracle. You are an answer to someone's prayer. They felt they had buried you, but they had no idea you were a seed. You weren't being buried. You were being planted. And you're growing stronger than ever, with knowledge-filled roots and promising branches. Everything you've lost is resurfacing, exaggerated. Everything they stole is being restored, not because you asked for it, but because God determined it. This is an amazing transformation. It is not reliant on chance. This is no coincidence. This is what happens when purpose meets preparation, when the soul is tested, perfected, and finally unleashed. You've been tempered like steel, forged in fire and honed by war. And now you are impenetrable. You're now glowing. You are now the leader. Don't be alarmed if previously bolted doors start to open. Don't be shocked if people who had previously disregarded you can't take their look away. This is what divine glory looks like. It's enticing. It draws and captivates. It sparkles. You are entering a frequency of influence in which the right people will find you. The right opportunity and timing present themselves. Not because you are pursuing, but because you were chosen. And being chosen means bearing a light that darkness cannot grasp. It entails talking with a voice that cuts through fear, It comprises going with unflinching confidence, which does not need confirmation since it is founded on truth. You are the truth. You are the light. You're the one. The beauty of your ascension is not limited to you. It provides light for others. Your voyage, metamorphosis, and return. It will rouse those who thought they had been forgotten and that their best days were behind them. However, when they see you soar, they will remember. It's not over. Miracles still happen. Glory still comes. And the universe continues to celebrate those who refuse to give up. There is no authority on earth that can stop what is divinely ordained. The defeats were preparations, and the betrayals were redirections. The losses provided learning opportunities, and every one of them is now driving you further. You do not climb by coincidence. You ascended because it was written, because it was promised, because it is time. This glow is not transient. This isn't a moment. It's a movement. It marks the beginning of a new chapter in your life, one in which scarcity transforms into plenty, silence into praise, struggle into testimony, and wandering into purpose. This is your period for everything. Everything you imagined, everything you were hoping for, everything you thought you had missed out on. It's circling back. It's just arrived. You won. So stand tall. Don't shrink. Don't dismiss your blessings only to make others feel better. You have earned it. You prayed for this. You have gotten through this. And now it's your moment to shine. Without apology. Accept without guilt. To climb without hesitation. Let the whole world watch. Allow them to witness. Because every eye that previously overlooked you will now see the favor you have. The light you emit. The power that walks with you. You've become magnetic. Not because of your ego, but because of your inner being. You are proof that whatever is meant for you will always come to you. No delays or rejections, simply perfect timing. Celebrate it. Walk in with your head up. The world hasn't seen anything yet. Your future contains more than just success. It is a heritage. It's history. It's destiny. You're rewriting the tale, stretching the limits, altering the tone. And when others ask, what happened? The reply will be simple. Glory found you. You did not seek validation. You became the standard. You did not demand the spotlight. It curved towards you. This is what happens as you develop. When you rise, when you fully accept your power, there is no version of your future that includes scarcity, fear of failure, only favor, only overflow, only magnificence. When they recount your tale, they will claim that the whole world saw their elevation. And it was great. They'll speak about your transformation not out of jealousy, but because the world you're about to join is one to which few are invited. And you answered the phone. Stay ready. Maintain a feeling of steadiness. But most importantly, be grateful. The ascent has started. The magnificence is real. And you get to select one. You have won everything. You're still here. This suggests that you are serious about the growth. That suggests something in your soul. Recognize the truth in what was spoken and chosen. Part 1 was only the beginning. We're now moving deeper. Now we're going even higher. Because this is more than just a makeover. This is the celestial revelation. This is what happens when the hidden is honored. When misconceptions get aggravated. When the one who has been through fire now walks in glory. And the next stage of your journey is all about embracing the ascent without fear, apologies, or limitations. People often brag about quick achievement, but they seldom appreciate the years of hidden work that preceded the light. They do not witness wars. You labored quietly. They did not see your selections in isolation. However, now that the light has dawned on you, favor is flowing your way. It's time to walk as if you belong in each room you enter. No more dimming or lowering your light to keep people comfortable. You aren't here to fit in. You've come here to stand out. You aren't here to blend. You've come to forge fresh ground. Certainly, they will talk. Yes, some may misunderstand, but that doesn't mean you should give up. This does not mean you have to explain or justify your promotion. You know something that others don't. It was never about luck. It was never about chance. This was destiny in action. This was the result of spiritual tenacity. You were prepared, not punished. You were being trained, not torn down. And now that the world has seen you and is waking up to your presence, you must wear your crown with grace and power. You were never meant to be ordinary. You were not meant to live a life of silence, darkness, or deprivation. You were born to be a beacon of light in a dark world. A leader among many, an inspiration to others. That's why your path seemed more tough. This explains why your disagreements were so intense. Because genius is demanding. Diamonds are not manufactured in a comfortable environment. In solitude, gold does not get purer, and you either chose one or were forged in the holy fire. This is the time when you stop second-guessing yourself, where you stop asking whether you're ready and start moving. It's as if you were meant to accomplish this. You do not need any further permission. You do not need any additional validation. You need to look in the mirror and see what God sees. A masterwork that develops in strength. A miracle is occurring in real time. The whole world is watching. True, but not as a judge. They are watching because they need hope. They're watching because your makeup has sparked something deep inside them. They're watching because your boldness demonstrates what is possible. You are not only rising for yourself. You are rising to represent everyone who has ever felt invisible. Anyone who has ever questioned their worth. Everyone felt their tale was complete. You are living proof that it is never too late to start anew. And this time with magnificence. Don't hold back. Don't play small. If being in the spotlight makes you uncomfortable, grow into it. If the attention becomes overwhelming, remember why you started. Remember the prayers. Remember when you used to mumble your fancies in the dark? I hope someone was listening. The universe heard you, but you did not hear it. And now the stage is yours. This is not a fluke. This is not a temporary condition. This is what alignment looks like. This is what happens when your energy matches your objective and your spirit leads the way. You've entered a period of favor, and it's not fair. It's wonderful. It's the kind that cannot be obtained via hard effort alone. It is the kind you inherited, appointed, sealed by something bigger than yourself. Watch how people begin to respond differently to you. Watch how opportunities begin to find you rather than you seeking them. This is the energy of a selected person. Rise to greatness. Magnets don't beg. They are appealing. You will start to attract wealth not just financially, but also in terms of tranquility, relationships, and purpose. You will attract situations that recognize your worth rather than requiring you to prove it. You'll attract people who appreciate who you are more than what you do. And now for the best part. You don't even have to strive for it. You just have to stay aligned. Stay genuine to yourself. Continue to work quietly, and let your results speak for themselves. Because this level of development is not about volume. It's all about the frequency. It's about how your presence affects the dynamics of a room. Your energy communicates before your mouth opens. That is where your power is now. That is something they cannot replicate. That is what makes you unique. Let them watch. Leave them wondering how you got through. What should have broken you? Allow others to watch your progress without having to explain the procedure. Because those who saw your battle will not accept the version of you that emerges. And those who are only meeting you now, they will think you have always been so bright, powerful, and unstoppable. But you'll know the truth. You'll understand how much it costs. Nonetheless, you will not be resentful. You will not harbor hatred. That is a real rise. When you develop your character rather than your situation. When you choose tranquility above information, ego, purpose, or being petty. That is how kings and queens ascend. With dignity, clarity, and unshakable belief in who they have become. There's no going back now. The prior version of you does not fit into the next chapter. The people, places, and behaviors that once defined you. They completed their objective. Let them depart with compassion. Release everything that is no longer beneficial to your advancement. Because you are not just growing, you're flying. The view improves as you climb higher. You'll realize who really cares about you. You'll understand what's genuine and what's based on fear. Most importantly, you'll see how far you've come. This is a beautiful moment. This energy is rare. Don't waste it with doubt or distraction. Use it. Use it to create something. Speak from it. Allow it to guide you through the next chapter of your journey with confidence. Because the future is greater than the past. The grandeur you've stepped into is just the beginning. The favor on your name is just starting to appear. A generation and the rest of the globe are watching. But, more importantly, a divine plan is emerging. And you are at the center of that approach. You are the answer. You are the evidence. You're on the rise. Get comfy with your magnificence. Own your brightness and walk as the queen you were born to be. Because, as the chosen one, you got everything. And the world will watch you living your chosen truth. Your ascension is no longer in the future. It's happening now. It is now unfolding. Your life is no longer going to alter. It already has. The transition has begun, and the evidence is coming in unexpected ways. The world isn't only watching. You now demand attention, whether you want it or not. Because when a chosen one aligns with divine brilliance, it cannot be hidden, it cannot be contested, and it cannot be stopped. Your whole vibe has transformed. What was formerly overlooked is now sought after. What was once misunderstood is now revered, and what was once destroyed has become the foundation for success. You are no longer the same person you were before, and thank God for that. You've moved beyond the version of yourself that just survived. You've enabled the version that thrives. It speaks authoritatively and moves with elegance and strength. And now the cosmos reflects this. Return with opportunity, favors, and recognition. However, with this growth comes responsibilities, not to satisfy others or gain favor, but to stay grounded, staying loyal to yourself. Because as the spotlight becomes brighter, so does the cacophony. More opinions, projections, and others striving to define your story. However, none of this matters since you already know the truth. You lived it. You felt every cry, every loss, and every time you thought about quitting up. And you continued walking. Nonetheless, you persisted in your confidence. And your persistence has developed into a power that nothing outside of you can shake. Walk confidently, but also carefully. Not everyone who applauds you loves you. Not everyone is cheering for you. However, this increase is now protected, thus it is no longer relevant. It's covered. It was sealed with heavenly purpose. No weapon meant to oppose it will be effective. Envy cannot dull your brilliance. Opinions cannot stop your ascent. People cannot prevent you from realizing your destiny. You were selected, and the truth is everlasting. Your triumphs are growing, not because you desire more, but because you have matured. You've transformed into the previously unthinkable version of yourself. You've learned the skill for turning suffering into power. And now you are the living personification of grandeur. You are living evidence that beauty may rise from the ashes, that light may arise from darkness, and that the human spirit, when united with divine truth, can transcend any challenge.